Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 221 of Report This Post, the podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name is Geiger, and that is Christian.
My neighbor has trained his chihuahua to spy on me while I'm asleep.
And we're your hosts with the posts. Every week, Christian and myself, or a listener, select a different topic, and then we find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. And this week's topic, as chosen by our listener named Tony, is gangstalking.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Exactly. Now, gangstalking, that's a fascinating term. I'm sure we have some listeners who've never even heard the term gangstalking before. So please, pray tell, can you let us know what the hell gangstalking is?
I sure can. Gang stalking or group stalking is a set of persecutory beliefs in which those affected believe they are being followed, stalked, or harassed by a large number of people. The term is associated with the targeted individual virtual community formed by like-minded individuals who claims their lives are disrupted from being stalked by organized groups intent on causing them harm. This concept arose in the 1980s following increased legal equality for women and prosecution of domestic violence.
What? I did not know that part.
The term gang stalking became popularized to describe a different experience of repeated harassment, which instead comes from multiple people who organize around a shared purpose with no one person solely responsible.
Yeah. It's a very interesting, it's basically a perfect sort of thing for a schizophrenic to be worried about. Which I would say, based on the post we have in this episode, is exactly that. Folks, we have dug up some strange internet characters before, but this episode might have the most of them, I would say.
I'll flip some real rocks on this one for sure.
Yeah, so just to even think gang stalking is a thing, you kind of be a little bit off your rocker. But then to think that you're one of those people and you're tracking the things that happen around you, and then you think anything that bad happens in your life is the result of some sort of government ray or satellite that's following you around, or the guy that's just on his phone at the grocery store is actually talking to someone about you. Yeah, it's definitely a very weird, paranoid, schizophrenic behavior. And they come in all shapes and sizes on the internet, which is made for a lot of fun for this here episode. I guess we're just straight up mock the mentally ill on this one, but you know what? That's going to be,
well,
it's good fun for everybody.
Is it any different than any other episode that we do, really?
No, not really. Well, kind of. This one's this one is, we are ironically targeting these individuals specifically. Once they catch one of those, they're going to be really upset.
They're like, "Oh my god, there's a whole network of people."
Yeah. Now, as we said at the top, Tony, our wonderful listener, chose this topic. Why did he choose this topic?
Well, Tony said, I figured you could dig up a whole bunch of absolutely deranged posts from some of the most unhinged wackos and weirdos that you can find on the internet. And hearing posts from straight up clinically insane people always puts a big smile on my face. Tony, don't look out, buddy. Hey, love the show. Also, my podcast app showed me that this is my most listened to podcast of the year. So congrats for that, I think.
Oh boy. But sorry, man, that's a lot. It's a lot of mentally ill folks just crammed into your brain, shot into your brain with Wi-Fi signals that are probably causing cancer as we speak.
Oh, the 5G, I don't feel so good.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Hey, how did he pick this episode exactly?
Tony is a beloved patron of
Oh,
ours over on patreon.com/report this post. And he has been a mod over there for 3 months, which means he joined at the $10 level. And after 3 months, I reached out to him and said, Tony, it's time for you to choose an episode to talk about. That's one way you can do it. You can also join at the admin level over there on Patreon. And for $25 a month, you get to pick an episode topic after 2 months. And in addition to doing that, you also get the full episodes of the show and a bonus episode every week. And sometimes we do extra stuff too, if we feel like it.
yeah, which we have rarely done. But I think
know.
they're coming back soon. If not already by the time this one is dropped. I don't remember what we said.
Who knows? We'll see.
Whatever. You can also head to just reportthispost.com. You'll see a buy topic button there. And instead of sticking around as a patron for a couple months to get the option, you can just do it right there when you buy the topic. We are still at 50% off for the holidays for the episode topic. We've had quite a few people do it this season, and there's been quite a few interesting choices there already. And we'll look forward to those in the summer when we finally get around to them. So yeah, a lot of fun ways to give us your money, and we will certainly come up with other ways, I'm sure, and then give up on them. So.
Just get so bored of having to do it. So
the graveyard of ideas behind
it's
this
deep.
podcast is boy, oh boy.
Boy, that crawl space under our mind palace is just stuffed full, I'll tell you.
Of
the corpses of
gay runaway ideas. Supple 19-year-old ideas that we took in and bashed their head in with a hammer. Anyway, that was all that stuff. I think at this point we might as well just go ahead and get started, because buckle up, folks. This is going to be a good one. Gangstalking from Report This Post, the podcast.
Gangstalking by Report This Post.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of gangstalking, a now deleted Reddit user posted about their experience over on the subreddit r/gangstalking.
Perfect.
I had many gang stalkers follow me throughout my life. Last weekend at the mall, I had enough and finally got the courage to confront two men spying on me. I had to fight them after they got very defensive and abusive, like they weren't even trying to hide the fact that they were spying. I feel so much better, though, and empowered. I think it's time for us to stand up. I will be confronting them from now on. My next goal is to confront drivers.
Oh.
Sure.
Drivers?
Nah, not good.
Okay. Just, okay.
User MK Ultra TI commented, I've confronted and pushed one. They had several campaigns messing with me and daring me to do something about it. And after they got me to react, they had several jump on me a few different occasions, and then literally went to the extent of creating a fake video where they edited out them attacking me and literally used CGI to make it look like I was the aggressor. I'm not kidding. The video looked like a video game. And then dropped the charges when I didn't take the plea. Everything is them testing you to see what it takes to make you break. They don't care how mad you get. And Duck Penis replied, so you're just out here fighting people, which
yeah. Well, maybe, but also they're fighting CGI people. I'd love to see this video this guy's talking about. That would be pretty hilarious to see how wrong he is, or how obvious it is that he just made the video.
Yeah, they made it look like
sure.
I was the aggressor. How crazy is that? And like, well, no.
That's interesting. Yeah, because there's never you'll see a lot of bold claims from these folks, especially in this episode. Doesn't seem to be a lot of evidence usually provided. So yeah, I would like to see the video to see what this guy's talking about. I'm gonna guess almost none of this actually exists, though. And you just fought a couple guys at the mall. for some reason.
That's it's like just an old guy that just doing his laps and happens to be there every time you're there. And he's like, that's it. Today's the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna teach this fucking guy a lesson.
Meanwhile, that guy thinks he's gang stalking him. You just have two guys beating the shit out of each other because they think they're both following them. Now that's a good stuff. That's some good stuff right there. Hey, speaking of just fighting, here's a question from Quora. Are gang stalkers looking for a fight? And a woman named Lorraine Valente, who describes herself as a psychologist, hypnotist, Reiki master teacher, and targeted individual, answered. These criminal stalkers are paid for hire murderers. They are paid to provoke anger and action in their target. They are paid to set up an innocent person by harassing them. If you poke someone in the side enough, they're going to respond. The best thing to do is to record, videotape, and even live stream those criminals and post it immediately on the internet. All of these crimes are being reported now, and before you know it, they will be completely exposed. That's probably the best advice if this is in fact real. So good luck to her. Here's some other questions that she's asked over on Quora. How can a targeted individual record tinnitus? How many targeted individuals experience food tampering, food sabotage, intentional rotting of food, fruit, vegetables, both inside and outside of the refrigerator? How many targeted individuals have witnessed, quote, witchcraft in your house or property? If so, can you describe the details? Thank you. Why do Freemasons take a blood oath to secrecy? That's an interesting question.
That's different.
And then her most recent one, which has not been answered. Can you share this video of a man abusing a tiny dog? And there was not a video attached or linked in any way either, so I'm not sure what that was about. I don't know why she wants that.
I'd rather not share it if it's all the same to you.
Share it. Hey, friends on Facebook, look what I got for you. It's a guy walloping the shit out of a Pomeranian.
Can you go ahead and share this? And it's like, no, I don't want it.
Let's get this viral, ladies and gentlemen. This guy drop kicking a chihuahua.
Fucking 2003 live leak shit that you're just sharing on Facebook again. Yeah, that's great.
Don't know why.
Oh, brother. Well, you know what? But at least she's over there asking the big questions, especially like how can I record the ringing in my ears so that everybody else can hear it?
So her thought is that she has tinnitus because of gang stalking.
That's assuming. Right. That's correct.
So it couldn't just be she just has tinnitus.
God, I'm so glad I don't have that. Seems horrible.
Yeah, no interest in that.
Miss me with that, sis.
Hey, NSA, don't give me that, please.
Don't shoot me with the tinnitus ray, please.
Yeah, I'll take I'll take a gout. Give me the gout gun. I don't mind.
I'll take the shit my pants gun, but
yeah. Oh boy, I've been hit with that one a few too many times.
Targeted individual. Excuse the smell. I'm a targeted individual. Great.
The sawed-off shit gun.
Great. Okay, there's something there. Okay. Speaking of women, one of them posted this over on her Facebook. This first part's in all caps. Hey, ladies of the night. I just wanted to kind of do a survey of how many of us have had random bloody noses or random things disappearing and other strange things going on. In parentheses, please pass this on using my name on Messenger. I'm curious how many others have been through this. Does anything happen just to set you off so that you're screaming and yelling every day at least once? Thanks.
Okay.
Another woman, presumably her cousin, replied, "What's with this lady of the night stuff?" Good question. Yeah. And another family member told the OP, "I'm sorry, but it's probably just you. And since you're trying to make yourself look crazy, I wanted to let you know, good job. Do you really think this is appropriate under your current situation? Meth does it to everybody every time, even the ones who, quote, have it under control. Ask a stupid question and get a stupid answer.
Well,
Our OP replied, yeah, no need and all that, cousin, but to let you know, look up gang stalking before you jump the gun next time. Thanks for your concern. I have it under control.
sounds like it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Does anybody have something happen to them that makes them lash out violently at least once a day?
Yeah, like a bloody nose while you're I guess
doing
a prostitute.
I don't know.
Is that what a lady of the night's a prostitute, right?
Sure is. Yeah, sure is. So I'm not sure if she's asking the other ladies of the night, or that's just how she's starting to address people now. Or
I mean, it is one of those terms that just does sound like you're like, hey, we're fun ladies that hang out. We're ladies of the night, but no, it means a streetwalker. Yeah. Meth, prostitution, and gang stalking. Oof.
A real triple threat.
Big three there.
The big three.
A lot of them seem to go together in certain ways. How have we not done have we done a meth episode or something? Wait, I guess we did do
We did psychedelics. We did marijuana.
No, narcotics.
No, we've never done narcotics specifically.
Thought someone bought that top. Maybe we told them no because we just did marijuana or something like that.
No, they changed it. It was originally.
They changed it. Okay.
Hey, but good news, folks. We do have opioids coming.
Oh, that's right. That's that's gonna be a good one.
That's coming up in a bit here, folks.
That's gonna be a dark one. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Well, speaking of women of the night, or women of the Facebook, really, a woman named Rachel posted this over on a Facebook in a gang stalking group. Okay, thanks for accepting me, but looking like I'm leaving already, as if you really have been abducted, I'll tell you right now, it's no laughing matter. I hope you all learn what it's like to be stalked and used for experiments. Your life ended by permanent disablement. Your family destroyed and interrogated, then used as bait for every piece of scum in the universe, called Satan by a bunch of gang-stalking demon worshippers who have open access in your home. Thieves that do rituals on you using your personal items and torture during satanic dates while everyone laughs in your face and says you have, quote, vagina problems because they use your female reproductive organs. I do hope it never happens to your daughter or wife.
Oh, what in the hell?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I got a bad case of vagina problems going on.
Yeah. So demon worship, gang stalking demon worshippers have access to her home, open access, which is interesting. So they'll just like come on in.
Yeah, that's a recurring. Yeah. Oh boy.
It's a tough one.
I see that you're not being gang stalked in the exact same way I am, so I think I'm gonna have to leave.
That's another thing. Is you can't find any personal connection with these other people. It's like, all right, so your pussies aren't abducted and used by demons. Sorry, not my group. Thought this would be a little more exact to my needs.
No one can understand what's going on with me. It's like, yeah, I honestly believe that's
yeah. Very few people have your exact mix of brain damage. You're right, lady. Ooh.
Boy, oh boy.
Pretty dope.
Cool. I stumbled across a WordPress site from 2008. Ooh. It's all about gang stalking. Real classic one. In fact, the info pane reads, I write this blog to let people know what is going on with the harassment of American citizens by the U.S. government. And here's a post I found simply titled, How to Tell If Gang Stalkers Live Next Door. It's a numbered list. We start with number 1. You never hear the water running in their apartment. Number 2, no one ever uses the bathroom. Number 3, no one ever takes a shower. Number 4, they never use the toilet or flush. They wait until you go out to do what they have to do. Number 5, you never hear anyone talking nor the TV on. Number 6, you never hear anyone cooking. Number 7, a sound is never heard from their apartment, but you will always hear a cough. Number 8, you never see anyone coming in or out of the apartment, even though you can feel them. Number 9, they never turn on the water. This shit again. If you do turn on the water, do you hear a bucket being filled with water? They mix the water in the bucket with pesticides and then spray the mixture on you. They make the bucket into a sprayer. I don't know how they do it, but when I lived with my sister, I always heard the bucket every night, and then she would try to spray me. Number 10, when you put your ear to the wall, do you hear a machine on all the time? There's a black machine they also use to spray you with pesticides. It looks like a stubby, small jukebox, but shorter. So, if someone next to you never makes any noise, you can 100% be sure that they are gang stalkers. And it won't be just one gang stalker. Many surround you, and they will also not make any noise. And if you do run into the gang stalkers who live next door to you, they'll be very friendly. They'll say hello to you and ask you how you're doing. They'll look you up and down to notice what you're wearing so that they can let monitors know what you're wearing and everyone can pick you out as a target. They'll also ask you, where are you going or what are you doing? If someone lives near you and their first question is always, where are you going? A gang stalker, for sure. Don't tell anyone where you're going, not even your family, because they're usually involved.
Oh, God. Now the family. Yeah, just by the way, your family's also making sure you're gang stalked. In case you weren't paranoid about strangers, it's also your family, too.
Oh, yeah, they're involved as well.
Oh, yeah, they hate you, too. So, yeah, if you live next to someone that's quiet and doesn't really do as much, isn't annoying or loud, and they'll even just say hello to you every once in a while, yeah, they're stalking you.
Hey, where are you going? What the fuck? What the fuck do you care?
Hey, quiet bitch. You're stalking me, aren't you?
I hear you filling up that bucket at night. Yeah, so apparently they don't use water, which you have to use one half of the list.
Yes.
To say that they're not running water in their apartment.
Very interesting. I don't know. I've lived in a lot of. Apparently, I've been gang stalked a lot because I don't remember ever hearing water of any kind ever.
Boy, yeah, I've never heard. That's not true. I used to live below college kids, and boy.
They love sinks.
No, they just love being loud all the time.
Well, loud, sure, but I'm talking specifically about
water.
You know what?
Nope, never heard water. You're right.
I guess like a shower every once. I don't know. Maybe. Never heard. Yeah, I never heard cooking. I don't. How do you hear cooking? Expect to hear sizzling loud.
Now, if you live in a building with certain kind of people, you're gonna know when they're cooking. Let me tell you, you're gonna smell it.
The Greeks, of course.
Anybody Mediterranean, basically, yeah.
And surrounding areas. Yeah. Put your ear to the wall. Do you hear a machine all the time? It's a black machine.
It's always got to be jukebox.
It's always got to be black, like because it's just like scarier that way, you know.
It's a black machine and it has red lights all over it.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's
spooky. Looks like Darth Vader's chest.
Yeah. It's got switches and knobs on it.
It's what a child's space movie is spooky. You know, it's the same thing. Yeah, I think you'll always hear buzzing when you put your head against the wall because of just like all the stuff the humming and things that are going on. It's just normal. Like yeah, if you pick up a shell, you'll hear the ocean.
You're being gang stalked.
There's a little speaker in there projecting that sound.
And make sure if you tell anybody, they're going to think you're insane. So make sure to keep it to yourself.
Yeah. And if they question you further, then you should kill them because they're gang stalking you. Oh, boy. Well, Reddit user Tigger Killiam said this. I'm afraid of dying from the sadistic form of attack called gangstalking. I never thought humans could be this evil. Gangstalking is a form of harassment where a group, in places like China, these groups are governmental, where people purposefully harass you and try to destroy your life via rumor and other psychological and physical attacks. Also, look up workplace mobbing. Think of that following you around. Have to look that up in a minute. Here's some other threads this guy's made over there on Reddit. Do you think mobbing or gang stalking is more like Auschwitz or a communist gulag? I was part of a test of the leftist attacks that is now being used on the right.
Okay.
Do you know why the left's mobile gulags and gang stalking has so much child sexual abuse, and it is protected deeply within the organizations?
No, actually, no, I don't know why.
This thread was simply, "Hello, I'm looking to borrow $17 or $200." And finally, I was given a Twix at the Murphy's USA store today for free because the manager gave it to me. Should I be afraid it's a setup for gang stalking? Oh, man. I mean, it is weird that a manager at a store gave you a free Twix, I guess. I don't know if that has anything to do with gang stalking. Though. It's probably more they just think you're
just
scary.
You're just
Don't want you to
scary
leave.
or like mentally handicapped. I
Please.
gotta say the $17 or $200 thing. Trying to think of what could run the gamut. I'm looking to borrow 17 or 200. Like what the hell?
Pick somewhere in the middle or just say 200.
200, right.
But it's like he realized, like, can I borrow 17? You know what? I should ask for more than that. I'm worth more than that. Or 200. And he didn't think to
just stop it. Just cap it at 200. No.
Hey, dealer's choice, 17 or 200. You let me know.
Or you know what? Or more. 17 or 200. Why not?
Yep.
Fun. What a great episode so far. A lot of interesting folks on here, including this person that I found over on the R Gangstalking subreddit.
These are colorful folks, aren't they, huh?
Probably not.
Oh.
As much as gang stalking gets old and annoying, I enjoy lots of it. I have a wild imagination and constantly act out characters I created in my head. So I do this with gang stalkers. Like, I love the cars that follow me because I often fuck with them by wearing Halloween masks. When they pull up next to me at a light, I'll roll down my window with a mask on. Or if one's parked across with their headlights on, I'll drive and park next to them, get out and smoke a cigarette in a mask. If it's dark and they're behind me, I pull over suddenly, then get behind them and cut my headlights off, confusing the fuck out of them. Sounds stupid, but it's fun for me, and I take advantage of the fact I know I'm not going to get pulled over. I barely see police anymore, assuming I'm in some protective bubble. I go 160 miles per hour on the highway if it's open to do so, and I'm a very skilled driver.
Huh.
Also, if I play out every day as if I'm a character in a story and go about the day acting that character, I'm a really strange dude and often forget I create my own storylines and get frustrated by them or how people act in them. Example, let's say the CIA is following me. I play the role and find ways to dupe them with words or actions. Basically, my life is so boring, I find much fun in assuming the government is all over me like it's a movie I get to play out every day. People live in a Disney script life. Mine is The Descendants. So go read through Disney characters and scripts to find yours. I guarantee you will find yours. Because Disney always has hidden messages and meanings with lots of weird shit happening, but a happy ending. I just suffer from self-hate, depression, and fear of success long before this stuff. Disney and the CIA have long had connections that were even linked with MK Ultra. It's your world. Don't waste it all on Reddit if you do, because mostly your friends and people you know who are here to laugh at the crazy shit people say in here, and that's fact as well.
Wow.
User named Buffalo Mental replied, I think about this too, how boring life would be without stalkers. They can be annoying as fuck, but this life is a lot more interesting than the normies' lives. They just stack boxes 12 hours a day and watch football, obviously oblivious to the world around them. That would be torture for me.
All right, we're going to stop right here because we're going to finish the rest of this episode over on patreon.com/reportthispost. That's right. If you enjoyed this first 20-ish to 30-ish minutes of the episode, you'll be happy to know that there's about an hour extra of this one over there on patreon.com/reportthispost. Head over there. And all you got to do is subscribe for $5 a month. You'll get every single full episode with dozens of more posts a month, plus an additional bonus episode every single week. Unbelievable. This is literally millions of posts that we read on the air every single month. Possibly billions. I have not counted. In fact, I can't count. I'm actually illiterate as well. But irregardless, patreon.com/reportthispost, and we'll see you over there, and God bless.